Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. This has been tough times on the market, and yesterday, Tuesday, was rather tough, and looking forward to better days coming up because that was a little rough. Definitely did well on Monday, and hopefully all of you did well and are surviving this market so far and are prepared and have a strategy for when the market turns against you. Now, year to date, personally, I am at a 180.29% gain. I am not a financial advisor. I only say my game to say this is that you need a strategy, but if you have a good, solid strategy for trading stocks, you can make big returns in the stock market. No matter what other people tell you, you can do it if you have solid strategies. If you are looking for some solid strategies and are at least interested in how I trade, please check out our Patreon group for only $27 a month. It is real easy to get in and figure out what I'm doing as far as a strategy goes. And I'm more than happy to share and be a part, and so that we can work together to try to help you to develop a strategy that wins for you. Anyway, I hope to see you there. But before I get started on this video, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. In this video, I am going to give you a new 5 stocks that insiders are loading. Now, last week was very good, and if you would have bought these stocks last week, you would have had a lot of success over the last week. Anyway, let's go through it and just cover what happened. First of all, we have number 5, OSCR. If you would have held it all week, you would have finished down 0.58%. That was the only real loser. I traded that personally for a 6.53% loss. I did not do well with it. I had it much earlier, and it just did not perform for me. Number 4 was MYOV. And if you would have held it all week, you would have had a 2.41% gain. I still own it, and there is still insider activity going on it, so that's why I'm still in it. Number 3, MTEM. If you would have held it all week, you would have been up 6.40%. Personally, I sold it last Friday for a 28.73% gain. Very good. Very happy with that, of course. Number 2, TUEM from last week's video. If you would have held it all week, you would have finished up 11.56% in it. I still own this and think it has much higher to go. Number 1, DBI. And if you would have held all week, you would have finished up 11.99%. I sold it for an 8.96% gain. Overall, I was happy with it. Hopefully, all of you have made terrific money with all of those picks. If you would have bought all of those, you would have been 4 out of 5 for an 80% win rate, average gain per pick of 6.37%. Now, that is very good. If you consider a week's time, it's only been a week's time, and the market didn't really perform that great during that same time period. And so, overall, I think you're much safer being with the insiders. I love this strategy that I utilize with it, finding significant insider activity and taking advantage of it. Okay, so number 5, let's get to the list and let's get you a new list to help you to be successful this next week. All right, we start with number 5. I alluded to this before, and it is Myov Sciences, ticker symbol MYOV. Now, this one is a continued hold, and the reason is because Myov continues to buy up shares. My average in it is $21 and a penny, and an aftermarket on Tuesday. So there is more insider activity that was reported, and of course, this is very bullish. This is performing very well. And as you look at the chart here, you can see it get very overheated here, and then we had a big sell-off. Now it's below 50 RSI, so looking really strong, especially with that continued insider activity. This one is at a 47.31 RSI, and so there's plenty of room to run. I really think that this stock is going to be much higher from the price point that it is currently. All right, number 4 is Tuesday Morning, ticker symbol TUEM, and there is multiple officers that bought the dip on this. My average is $2.12. Hopefully all of you got in on this when I called it out. And man, is it really doing well. I mean, right now it's at 289. We did have a little bit of a pullback from the day before, but you know what? Going up 8% to see 4% come back, I'm okay with that because this momentum is continuing. There is this gap all the way up here at 410, which is way in the stratosphere. We would sure love to see that. but I am a holder right now. The momentum is still good. The RSI is still a good value, and we have a MACD golden cross down here. So lots of good stuff going on here with the insider activity. I think this one's a continued hold. All right, number 3 is Planet Green Holdings, ticker symbol PLAG, and this is a low volume gem. Although it changed from low volume to very, very high volume today, it got a lot of attention, and the reason is because the CEO bought $3.3 million worth of shares at $2.60, and as you can see right now, it's currently at $1.41. That is nowhere near $2.60. I mean, that is way up here. It was a program buy, and so he did that buy in advance, and anyway, it's very, very bullish. It was $3.3 million. It says to all investors, this stock is worth $2.60 a share, and here's $3.3 million to why I believe that. And so I found that to be very significant. Now, my average in this is $1.48, really horrible. So right now it's at $1.41, so I'm down a little bit. You can definitely get in better than me, but this one had significant insider activity, and it was just worth getting into, and so I got into it on pre-market, but the market day really hurt me as far as this one went. Anyway, you should be able to get a lot better value on that by entering that when this video comes out. This video will come out on Wednesday morning, and this should be a good one for you to ride up to the stratosphere. All right, number 2 is United Insurance Holdings, ticker symbol UIHC. And lots of directors and officers are loading on this every couple of days. And so there's been a lot of this. So going, anyway, my average is $3.737. So you can see I'm down here. You can see in after hours, it is really flying because there was more insider activity reported on Tuesday night. And so this is one that I think will really, really climb. I think this is really good. I love the multiple officers going in. And so it makes me very confident that we're going to see this move upwards. Next level of resistance we have is 403. That is a level to watch for sure. After that, we have this level of resistance here at 448. And then beyond that, we have 505, and then we start talking 630 beyond that. So this is one that could really climb. I'm holding it for now. The market has really affected it, but I think multiple officers, I mean, man, there's so many officers loaded up on this in small amounts, some in big amounts. And so I like it for a run upwards. Now, it may never run, but I feel pretty confident that this is a really good value. Also with this MACD golden cross down here, that it's going to continue because of that insider activity continuing. All right, let's get to number 1, and this one is really good, and you will want to make sure that this stock is in your portfolio. All right, number 1 is T-Scan Therapeutics, ticker symbol TCRX, and the Chief Legal Officer and others, directors, CEO, CFO, they're loading every couple of days. This is really big, and then this morning it was announced, and so we didn't really have any idea why the massive insider activity was coming in from multiple officers like this. But today it was announced that on October 5th, they are having a presentation at 2 p.m. Eastern. Now, I love this. I love when insiders load and there's a presentation coming up. And so that is very good. My average on this is right at $7.50. Loving this for a nice move upwards. Today it had a decent day, especially with that being announced that they had that going on. And we have previous highs up here, you know, right around 14. So this could be a doubler for us. And I'm expecting other investors to really catch on to this. It got way oversold down here, and it's not anywhere close to overbought by any means. At 52.50 on the daily RSI is still a good value, so there's still room for you to get in on this. We have a MACD golden cross down here. Everything is looking positive, including having that catalyst upcoming, something to run up to that's a solid date, and that's what you look for. Anyway, I think this is really going to be great. I really hope all of you are enjoying these different lists that I come out with 3 times a week. I hope that you have made money on it. If you have not gotten a good average on some of these, I suggest our Patreon group. For the small amount that it costs, you will easily make it up with one great trade. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you there and wish you all the best on the stock market. And Raythoven out.